Okay, so now for our closing presentation, Ditch the Tech, it's all about the agent experience. And joining us today for this is Ramón Delima, CEO at Cygnific, Vice President at Air France KLM, and we also have Bart Cruyt, International Business Development at Odigo Benelux.
Good afternoon. I'm going to play the carrot and the stick. The stick is that in exactly 3 seconds the door will be closed and will not be opened before the drinks will start at 6 o'clock. The carrot, on the other hand, is for those, yeah, I see already somebody turning around, very good. The carrot is indeed that one of you staying till the end will be lucky. Yeah, I will not tell you what that is. My name is Ramón Delima. I'm the CEO of Cygnific, a daughter company of KLM. I have to say, it's really a cool company. And one of the reasons that it's so cool is that we can work with really one of the top brands, or some of the top brands. Air France, KLM, Delta Airlines, but also out of the travel industry, Rituals, G-Star Raw, and in the past, Adidas. As you can see, there is supposed to be somebody else on stage. Bart. Bart is late. Later on, we can maybe ask him why he's late. But actually, this is perfect, because it gives me a free stage to ditch the tech. And I don't know if somebody here of the organization is here. How many years do we have Customer Contact Europe? More or less, somebody? 10. 10 years. And during those 10 years, in every convention, the sponsors of this convention, which are all tech companies, are telling us, you know, something great is about to happen. 10 years ago, where I had no clue what they were talking about bots that would take over the life of customer service. You know, we were about to step into heaven. So, last week, another convention, I asked the bot of the venue, can I take this refillable water bottle? And in 2022, this is the confusion that is created. And of course, one of the sponsors of the previous session said, yeah, no, we're really good, because we give the opportunity to move then to a human person. So what are you saying? Excusez le mot, you screw up, and then you move it to a human person. So, really, where do we stand now on this tech? And is Bart, who is coming, is of course a tech guy. Probably he normally would intervene at this moment. He's late, so I can do whatever I want. And I want to make a point. Tech is like toilet paper. If after this session, you take your colleagues or a supplier or a client out for dinner, by the way, great restaurants in this area, and you go there, good restaurant, and you go to the restroom during dinner, and you notice that there's toilet paper, would you really go back and say, ding, ding, I want your attention? There was toilet paper on the restroom. I don't think so. At least not my colleagues, not my friends are doing that. But if it's not there in a good restaurant, it sticks a bit in your mind. Definitely, I would still not do the thing, but you know, it sticks in your mind that, damn, it was not there. That's about tech. Very important to make everything happen. But if it's really making the difference, or is it that human being that is doing that magic? So, the point that I want to make is tech is like toilet paper. I have here somebody trying to make pictures, and I move around the whole time so that she will not manage to get me good on on the screen. Sorry for that. So before Bart arrives, because I think it can be any moment from now, I want to make the point, tech is toilet paper. The moment he comes in, I will of course be very diplomatic, very nuanced, because he's paying for this slot. Yeah. Hey Bart, good. By the way, you're a bit late, Bart.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, you're always late or only today?
I had a flight.
The flights, Lufthansa.
No, KLM flight.
KLM flight.
Yeah, of course. Ramon, I'm 5 minutes late and you start bashing tech. Why do you do this? You know how many this costs to all of us. Anyway, I try to convince you within the next 5 to 10 minutes. I think that's the reason why a few years ago you chose for Odigo. Technology is, in our opinion, in my opinion, quite important in the customer journey and the customer experience. First, before I start, for those who do not know Odigo, and shame on you if that's the case, Odigo is since 35 years a leader in omnichannel customer service solutions. So we are a software developer and we offer it as a service towards our customers. My name is Bart Cruyt. I'm heading business development at Odigo since 2010. So I'm a bit already a part of the, let's say, the furniture of the company. Now, Ramon, do you want to know why I think technology is important for our,
Go
audience?
Go ahead, the floor is yours.
Can I talk about the agents first?
That would attract my attention.
Well, the agents, you just said it yourself, agents are quite important because if I was selling some of the technology features years ago, and the first thing I did to a client, I said, yeah, Odigo is easy to access. You have a web page, you have a phone number, you can, in a blink of an eye, work from home. And all of those customers said, ho. That's not something we are going to do. 2020, for Belgium audience, I think it was the 19th of March, everybody remembers, within hours, within days, 1000% of all agents were working from home. So technology there was quite important to bring, let's say, the balance between work and life. In that time it was due to Corona, but bring the work-life balance better and push them, in fact, technology that enables them to work from home. Over the years, we have seen customer experience being more complex because customers are quite demanding these days. They want fast, they want smooth, and they want personalized customer experience. And without technology, without a solution like Odigo, you can't do that. And I do believe there's a key part for the employees, but for the agents, using an omnichannel cockpit integrated with business applications. At Air France KLM, you use Salesforce, so we allow the agents over the various sites and countries, and we talk about a couple of hundreds or thousands. They all make use of the same interface, unique and integrated with Salesforce, allowing to manage the omnichannel customer journey. Sending and routing all of these channels to the next best, what we call available skill or available agent, that's also part of the technology. We see agents being more at ease when receiving interactions that really comply to their skills. And if you look at the Odigo stack and the technology we embed into that, like Google AI, like IBM Watson, like Einstein from Salesforce, these all reinforce, in fact, the context to make it a more personalized and contextualized experience. Not only for the customer, but mainly for the agent, who feels more at ease with all of this. Last but not least, we also have, for example, solutions such as WFM, technology we use from Verint, we integrate, that is improving, let's say, the work-life balance, enabling the people to, let's say, map their work time with their, what we call private life, private time. So I use it, and then I go a bit cycling with Annemiek, I apologize. 30,000 kilometers we do jointly on a yearly basis.
I don't believe that at all.
Yeah, but that's why I have other sports activities as well, Ramon. And then, last but not least, also the benefits of technology for the business. We are all there. Customer journey is fast, I'm not sure if anybody heard about Atawadak, so anytime, anywhere, any device, any channel. So let's say when I started in early 2000s, SLAs of the business on customer service were like around 85, 90%, but now we are very high demanding, and we are in a very high demanding market, and the SLAs are becoming like, let's say, 999s to even 59s sometimes. So having the technology enabling businesses to focus on the journey instead of the platforms will help them as well to move to that next step. Think about, for example, when we have seen in recent times in the utilities industry, but also in the airline industry, there have been a spike in traffic. So CCaaS platforms technology enables to quickly grow, but also, bad for me, but to quickly go down again. So we let people pay for what they use and not for the capacity which is being planned. I think for an outsourcer, I think that's quite important. So that's a bit about technology, Ramon. I'm sure you have chosen Odigo for a reason.
Yes.
You convinced me now why the employee is that important.
No, if I understand well, you know, my bashing was a bit of the disappointing customer-facing technology. The point that you make, I think fairly so, is also about technology really supporting our employees doing the magic. And I think there you have a point, and I strongly think that there the importance lays. But let's talk a bit about that magic. Because if we are able to have the right technology, the right processes, but most of all, to give trust, freedom and empowerment to our frontline staff, then the magic can take place. And in Cygnific, we think that is really the decisive factor, really where you make the difference. And an example is a colleague of us, you see here, where I did a listening in, and she was talking with a customer who was at that moment at Dubai airport. A lady calling us, rather state of panic. Why? She was just informed that her flight, Dubai-Amsterdam, KLM flight, was indefinitely delayed due to a technical issue. The spare part had to be flown in, so it would take maybe even 24 hours before she could depart. So she called us, and thanks to technology, immediately the best possible solution was put forward. In this case, in only 2 hours' time, there would be a British Airways flight going from Dubai to London Heathrow, 4 hours of transit, and then with KLM to Amsterdam. What our employees are supposed to do, and thank God in this case also did, is not just to follow the script, but think themselves and listen. Unfortunately, we cannot see the customer, but at least you can hear a lot of things. And actually, what our colleague heard was a crying baby on the background. And when she looked in the reservation, indeed she could see there was not only a mother, but also a small baby in the reservation. And what she did was she changed the conversation, not in this is the practical solution to go as fast as possible to Amsterdam, but gave her options. And she said, although it's clearly that she's not a young mother, she's far too young, but she could empathize with the situation that this customer was in. And she said, well, you can do that via London Heathrow. 4 hours London Heathrow, no offense, but that's not really a nice thing to do. So she said, you can also wait 1 day, go back to your hotel, and take the direct flight 1 day later. That is the freedom that we believe in, you make really the difference. Because in this case, this lady felt taken seriously, felt taken care of, and somebody who's thinking along with her in this situation. And let's be honest, the last few years, we have more and more encountered situations where we feel uncomfortable. There was, until 2 years ago, there was nobody who was calling Air France KLM at what time I have to be on Schiphol Airport for the check-in. Now, that is, Herbert, Still 40% of the calls. Yeah? So people are looking for reassurance. And not reassurance from a bot alone. Because they can find it even on the app at what time they have to be on the app. They want to hear it. So what we believe in is that together, in this case Odigo, makes it possible for us really to focus on the customer. And giving the empowerment and the freedom and a lot of trust to our frontline staff, they can use that freedom to really make a difference every time they contact a customer. This feels a bit like a typical Dutch compromise we are creating here. A bit cheesy even. So let's if you allow me, before I give you the word,
go ahead.
allow me one more time to get back a little bit to that initial uncomfortable feeling we had all together. Because otherwise it's getting too much happy here. Who traveled the last 6 months by plane? Hands up. Okay, good, that helps. Question 2.
Who was late? Oh no, sorry.
Sorry?
I thought you would ask who was late.
I was late, yeah. Who had a horrible customer experience? Not too fast, come on. Who had a horrible customer experience? Oh, that's not that much, come on. I mean, yeah, okay, hold your hand up. Who thinks can share, we have a mic, can share because they really think that he or she has the most horrifying story to tell about travel the last 6 months? Problem solved, I don't see any hands. So it's not that bad, come on. Who thinks he has really quite a horrifying story? I see some doubts there. Yeah? You dare to share that with us? Can you, Melissa, can you please give a mic over there? Because I want to end a little bit in depression this session. It's far too, everything is fine, everything is happy here. Yeah, so let's end negative.
So we fly to London from Edinburgh every single week for
At
work.
least not with KLM. That's good. That's good.
No. And every single week we take off late on the 6:50 a.m. departure. We arrive to absolute consternation because nobody at Heathrow Airport has apparently been expecting the Edinburgh plane from British. It's a surprise. It appears there's no steps and nobody'd opened the door and we're in the wrong terminal. So to the same shock, and we have to try and look shocked now and play along with it because we're regulars, so we all go, oh, it's a bus. But yeah, it's been 18 weeks running. Consistently.
But consistently, I like that one. It's also important in customer service.
It is consistent, yeah. However, the pricing isn't. So now, that was okay when you were paying 200 quid a ticket, but now it's £1,000 return.
Okay. Can we have an applause at least for daring to share this horrible? I will do something that normally my staff will do. I would like to sincerely apologize for the horrible experience you have had, not with KLM for the record, but still on behalf of airports, airlines all over the world, I would like to offer you not only a nice KLM plane, but also, what was the place where you live? Edinburgh. A flight from Edinburgh to Amsterdam for you. Bart, the floor is yours.
Well, we talked about technology, you showed agent empowerment, you were empowered to make somebody happy, at least somebody that was not happy before. So welcome in the KLM club. So I think if Herbert can share the details of the loyalty program and send some sales to the office. Thank you very much for that. If you still need Odigo, we are there as well. I hope now you have seen with what we have told that technology is a driver, Ramon. And what we always say, you have technology, then technology makes agents happy. So happy agents. And now you're going to complete the happy agents make.
Happy customers.
Happy customers.
Shall we have a drink together now?
So we have a drink together. So we close off a bit earlier than planned. So we give you some extra time to have a drink, or maybe some extra time to drive from home, or to book an Air France KLM ticket. So thank you very much for your attention.